Hello everyone, I'm Brazen Eagle, and thank you for joining me here. So today, we have an article from Cron.com. 9-year-old girl sues German boys choir over gender bias, from August 15th, 2019. Berlin, AP. A 9-year-old girl is suing a centuries-old Berlin boys choir, arguing that her bid to join was only rejected because of her gender. In a case that has sparked a debate over equal rights versus artistic freedom, the state and cathedral choirs, one of the most renowned boys' choirs in Germany, founded in 1465 by Frederick II of Brandenburg. Over its 554 years, it has never admitted a single female. The girl, whose identity was not revealed to protect her privacy, auditioned with the choir in March and was rejected, according to the Berlin Administrative Court that is to rule on the suit Friday. The choir contends the girl's rejection was not predominantly about her gender, and she would have been asked to join if she had displayed extraordinary talent and motivation, and if her voice had matched the desired sound characteristics of a boys' choir, the court said. She needs to match the same timbre of her voice as a boy's. The choir also expressed doubt it would have been able to work with the girl's parents. The girl's mother, who brought the complaint on her daughter's behalf, argues that the choir's rejection is discriminatory in an impermissible way and violates her right to equal opportunities from an institution receiving state funds, the court said. The case has elicited strong feelings, with many weighing in on the side of the choir, arguing that it's less about talent than about tone, and that mixing the choir would bring an end to a traditional sound, which it absolutely would. Writing for the influential Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung newspaper, society columnist Hannah Bethke said, "Nobody has said girls can't sing as well, but the timbre is different, and judging that should be left to the musicians and musicologists." She wrote this week, "Musicologists are music historians. Anyone who wants to enforce a misunderstood gender equality here sacrifices a cultural asset." Berlin musicologist Anne Christine Meck told public ZDF television that the voices of the singers should be seen as instruments with specific sound characteristics. The difference between boys' voices and girls' voices is audible and measurable, she said. It is, however, smaller than many claim, and Meck said she hoped the case would lead to more opportunities for girls and a more objective consideration for boys' and girls' voices with fewer cliches and myths. Abby Conant, an American trombonist who faced discrimination as a woman when she first started playing with the Munich Philharmonic in 1980, said that multiple studies show even professional musicians cannot reliably hear the difference between a boys' and girls' choir singing the same repertoire. I don't know. Some professional musicians aren't super great. Some are. Conant, who left the Philharmonic in 1993 and now teaches at Germany's Trossingen University of Music, told the AP that boys' choirs in other countries like Britain had already opened up to both sexes without legal fights. I thought this was about gender, not sex. Boys' choirs do not stem from a musical tradition, but from antiquated religious traditions that insist women must remain silent in church. Man, someone read the Bible, she said in a statement she wrote in the support of the girl's bid. Why would an enlightened society such as we have in Germany want to continue this kind of discriminatory tradition? Boys in cute little outfits with sweet high voices are a pleasure, but so are girls with cute little outfits and sweet high voices. Sounds like she wants to destroy her country. Attorney Susan Bracklein said her client, who has sung with different children's choirs in the past, applied to the choir in 2016 and 2018 and was rejected both times without being given an audition. In December, the girl was told in writing by the dean of the music faculty at the University of the Arts, of which the choir is a part, that a girl will never sing in a boys' choir, Bracklein said in a statement. That really shouldn't be controversial. A girl will never sing in a boys' choir. Despite the rejection, the girl was invited for an audition in March, only to be rejected again and then to be told she didn't have the motivation and talent needed to join the boys' choir, Bracklein said. Well, maybe the girl just sucks. The choir refused to comment on the case. Some 250 boys and young men aged between 5 and 25 belong to the state and cathedral's choirs, 11 different choir groups. They perform in the city's landmark cathedral and have toured across Europe, the United States, Japan, Russia, and Israel. So you're telling me that this is actually a fairly prestigious and international ensemble. Boys between 5 and 7 without musical experience and experienced older boys can audition and will receive qualified training free of charge if they're accepted, according to the choir's website. So, a girl, and also I don't know why it's bringing up Houston here. I don't live in Houston. But, so a girl is suing, well, a girl and her mother are suing an all-boys choir because they're discriminating against her due to her gender. Gender is made up. Who cares about your gender? So what? No one cares about anyone's gender. Gender is meaningless. Biological sex, however, is really what matters most of the time. And besides, this mother and this daughter want to destroy over a half a millennia of culture and tradition in the name of radical equality. Equality at all costs, no matter what. The mother claims that the choir's rejection to her daughter's audition violates her daughter's right to equal opportunities from an institution receiving state funds. If you believe in equality, then I suppose this can make some sense. Let's go ahead and destroy any male space that has a unique male identity and make it mixed. Destroy it. And then eventually, the intrusion of females will force the males in the group to give them their own separate place. This will happen. It's already happened in the Boy Scouts of America. It used to be male only, then they let in the girls. Now we literally have some female-only troops within the Boy Scouts of America, despite there only being girls in the Girl Scouts. Females love to invade male spaces and destroy them. And this article I have from Daily News Journal is from the same year, 2019. Rutherford County welcomes all-girl Boy Scouts of America troop. This is what happens when you eventually let females in. The main reason why girls are denied a space in the choirs because the young female voice can alter the timbre of an all-boy choir. Yes, both groups are young, and they definitely can sound similar. But there is a difference when it comes to individual group timbres. There is a small difference between an all-boys and an all-girls choir. They're similar, but they're different. It's like adding in a saxophone to a traditional brass quartet or quintet. Overall, it could sound okay. There's nothing wrong with the sound. But the saxophone will alter the overall timbre. If you add in something that's not supposed to be in it, then the timbre is going to change. And if you do that for this choir, you destroy over 500 years of history, tradition, and timbre, and the integrity of the group. Now, apparently, other people that are relevant to this article have stated that Britain has already destroyed its male-only choirs to appease the social justice warriors. Who cares about tradition or the way a certain group sounds? What would happen if a male wanted to join a female-only choir? Would the females let him in? Probably not. But then again, if girls can join boys-only choirs, then boys should be allowed to join girl-only choirs. It only makes sense. We're doing the same thing in sports. If females want to compete with males, let them do it. If boys want to compete with girls, let them do it. Who cares? We're at least all just trying to be equal, right? I do like, though, in this article, that the female trombonist, Abby Conant, an American, unfortunately, brings up that it is religious tradition that women must remain silent in church. This little sliver of information shows you how far even the Christian church has fallen since medieval or even Renaissance times. The Christian church has drunken from the Kool-Aid of equality. Now, this quote here I have is beyond stupid. So, why would an enlightened society such as we have in Germany want to continue this kind of discriminatory tradition? Boys in cute little outfits with sweet high voices are a pleasure, but so are girls with cute little outfits and sweet high voices. Germany's dying. Have you seen the fertility rate? The economy of Germany? I don't know that much about the economy of Germany, but I've heard it's not doing super great. Now, America could be doing terrible. It doesn't really matter in this regards, but Germany, they're committing suicide. They are literally committing suicide. Now, all Western nations are, but regardless, discrimination in this case can be a great tool to use, no matter what you're discriminating against. And secondly, in regards to this quote, if a female wants to join a choir, then join an all-female choir or even a mixed choir. Those do exist. There are plenty of choirs in which boys and girls sing together, and there's plenty of choirs that only have females. Why does this person want to destroy history, culture, and the prestige of an international ensemble? If you want to see girls dressed in outfits with high-pitched voices, then just let your daughter join an all-female choir or even a mixed choir. There's a reason why the old Christian church enforced that women remain silent, because then they would talk about stuff like this that will destroy culture, destroy your civilization. I do like, though, that the church choir even gave the girl suing an audition. The group was ready to actually accept her if she was an extraordinary individual. If this girl possessed such raw, intense talent that was insanely good, then guess what? She would have been able to join the choir and most likely be presented as a soloist, a featured guest, a featured singer within the choir. But obviously she's either average, close to average, or just plain sucks without motivation, like the article said. Now, seeing that this event has occurred in a first world nation that mandates that it commit suicide through social means, I could see this becoming bigger news in the future, especially in Germany. And, of course, we're only going to see more and more of this destruction of male-only spaces in the future, as our civilization is withering away. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'm Brazen Eagle, and I hope you have a great day.